Okay, so fashion, the foundation of you leveling up. All right, tip number one, I'm going to talk about some stuff. I'm going to talk about tip number two, tip number three. I'm just going to have 3 tips and make it as simple as possible for everyone and not overcomplicate it. So don't overthink it. Do me a favor. All right, before I start, I really just want to ask for people that are uncomfortable in the clothes that they wear, what is holding you back from buying more clothes? What's holding you back from doing that? All right. Now, tip number one, confidence. So, broadly speaking, if you've ever worn clothes that make you feel really good in the situation, you feel like you're dressed well, that is a confidence boost that just keeps giving on the time that you're wearing it, at the time that you're wearing it. So if you can do that and you can keep doing that, then you're gonna feel, you're gonna feel much better about the situation in general. Trust me, trust me. This is gonna lead into the next tips that I'm talking about, so please listen when I tell you your confidence will increase when you dress well. That's why you wanna do it. On the other hand, if you don't dress well, you're going to start to feel less confident and you probably feel more insecure and you feel more uncomfortable and you get more anxious. That's not what we want for social situations. It's going to make you feel better if you dress well in the workplace, speaking to higher ups. It's going to make you feel better in party situations, speaking to people you're interested in, or even just seeing your friends or just seeing your family. There are so many situations that it's going to make you feel so much more confident in yourself. So trust me, looking at increasing your wardrobe and making it better to make yourself feel more confident will work. It's just something that works. Like, it works for me. And this is why I now spend money on clothes. When people were saying, why don't you save it? It's because it makes me feel good, which makes me then perform better, sort of thing. So the idea of the video is fashion, the foundation of you leveling up. It's one of the foundations, at least. It's not maybe the main one. It is definitely the second, if not the main one. Okay, so getting into the actual video, tip number two. Fit is the most important part of clothing in any sense ever. It's the basis. It's where you want to be at the base level at all times. Because at that level, at least you know you don't look bad, right? I'm not saying cut your losses, just go for fit, because that's going to make you look just not bad. You're going to feel good and you're going to look quite good. So that's the baseline, I'm not going to say it's going to make you look amazing, because once you get fit down, it'll make you feel good and then you can build from there. In this video, this is the main point that I'm going to talk about: fit. So I'm going to go back in this on and on and on until you get it in your head, because I had to get it in my head a couple of years ago. Back when I was in high school, I only had 3 pieces of clothing. I had a pair of beat up Vans highs, like old school highs. You guys probably know the shit I'm talking about. If not, essentially it's just like the Van lows, but it's got like the padded stuff. And they didn't look good on me, but I thought they were cool because everyone else thought they were cool. So that was bad. I also had a pair of Levi jeans. They stuck to my calves, they stuck to my quads, like everywhere on my legs, my knees, my hips. It was scrunching up, it was pulling down, everything was bad. That's why I'm not going to recommend Levi's anyway. That's a different point. I had a black shirt, a black Patagonia shirt that was basic. So essentially, I kind of felt like I was being squished by my clothes, and I wasn't wearing anything that made me stand out, and I wasn't feeling great. You don't have to stand out. This is not the point of this video, but you do want to feel good when you're wearing clothes, and it'll help you just deal with the situation that you're in much, much better. Trust me. So, pieces of the clothing that fit. Let me go into actually how that looks visually. So, people will tell you in the fashion industry, at least in like YouTube and TikTok content, a lot of the time what I used to hear was like, start with the shoes, go to your pants, then go to the t-shirt, then go to the jacket, and then go to like move up from there or whatever. Just start with the shoes first. That is a good tip if you actually like a sneakerhead when you start. I wasn't a sneakerhead when I started. I definitely wasn't. When I actually started, what I first started doing was I looked at some of these websites when I really got the motivation to do it, and this was rare. I rarely get the motivation. When I built up on motivation, I would go to these websites and I would buy one piece of clothing and then buy another pair of buy a beanie and then buy a pair of buy a jumper and then buy some shoes. What are you doing? And then I just try to make it all work, and I kind of looked like the living representation of a rainbow. So nothing is rainbows, but you don't want to look like that. It's just not a good look. We all know that. It's very, very true. So in order to start your wardrobe and how to truly start, getting pieces of clothing that you don't feel bad in, they can create a basis for you looking amazing. Start with stuff like a shirt. I bought a t-shirt online maybe 3 years ago, and that was the start of it for me, feeling good in the stuff that I started wearing. So the different types of shirts that fit, that you'll see commonly, is like the tighter fitting shirt, which is pinches around your chest, makes your chest look a little bit bigger, pinches around your arms, makes your biceps look a bit bigger. It's good for that. And it will cinch to your waist. So without going too much into detail with this, keep watching. I hope you're not too bored of that. Next is box t-shirt, or the box design, I guess. This is a more flowy design. I actually like this because it still makes your upper body look a bit more, built, and it is more flattering, the upper body, but it also doesn't stick to your waist. It doesn't cinch down and make you, maybe if you have a bigger stomach, or you're just not happy with your body fat or whatever like that, which is everyone, by the way. No one is happy with how they look 100%. But you can definitely work on it by doing this and getting shirts like that. That will help. This situation I'm in now, I actually like this shirt because I think it fits me well, and I wear it in the gym, I do lots of stuff, and I'm happy with it. So that's the most important part. It fits well. Next, pants. I'll move through this quickly. Try to explain it basically, the basics. This is a 30-inch inseam, I think is what it's called, or length of pant. Not every website that you go look at pants in the pant section will tell you what the pant actual length is, or the inseam is. I might be wrong about that, by the way. But 30 inches is my preference. You can get 32s, but I prefer pants that don't dag to my shoes. Once you start wearing pants that are actually good length, the ones that you like the length that you like, you feel a lot better, trust me, especially if you've hated the pants that you've worn in the past. I really didn't like my pants up until about 2-3 years ago. I got my first pair of these, and they just made me look significantly better, and I felt so much better. They're a straight leg pant. The next thing is about pants, and the only other important thing really is the rise. This is what you can choose in a pant, despite there being different categories of pant. The actual rise of the pant for this pant is a high-rise pant. So in this high-rise pant, it doesn't cinch your groin. It doesn't come up and make you feel squished. It doesn't make you have no space in your pockets. It doesn't sit too tightly in your waist, but it does sit there. So it gives you lots of space. I don't know if you've ever had a pair of pants that you don't like wearing, where it really makes you feel uncomfortable because they keep falling down from your waist, or they just pinch up into your groin, or the pockets are way too small because the pants are too tight in your quads because their rise is too high. You'll find that the rise is a big thing in pants. Here's a low rise pair of pants. The Dickies. You can probably see the dust on these ones. Yeah, I don't wear low rise pants. I don't like them. People who love Dickies, fair enough. You can hate me. I hate myself for not liking Dickies. It's a renowned pant. I can't bring myself to wear them. They don't look good on me. Trust me. This is what I mean when I talk about rise. So these are 32 inch before I get into rise. These are 32 inch, I think, or they're 30 inch, but you can roll them up like this. That's fine. And the actual rise itself, I'll show you what I mean. I don't know if you can see before the other pant. This only has, this much space before it gets to the bottom, right? So it's got that much space, maybe 3 inches of space between the bottom of the zipper and where the bottom of your groin is. So for guys and girls, that pant isn't fun because it's uncomfortable for a lot of people. You gotta try it on, I guess, but I wouldn't recommend just straight up buying it either, because that has never been effective for me with these pants, or Levi's, actually, for a matter of fact. for another thing, this brand, it's called Thrills. Check Thrills out. I think they do internationally, but otherwise they're an Australian-based brand. They're pretty ethical if you care about that. And they make good quality jeans. These aren't actually denim, these are cotton, but they fit really, really well. I think they're called Slacker, these ones. They're like a straight jean. They look amazing. And they have good refunds if you don't like it. So I don't see the point in not trying it if we want to go there. The next thing is, I'm going in a weird order here, jackets. So a jacket that's going to fit around your, I'll put it on quickly. It's going to fit around your shoulder area, right? This is a bit small for me now. It comes out of it here, so it makes your shoulders look broader. Jackets actually like kind of finish your look. So once you've got the basics down, the pants, the shirt, the t-shirt, and then the shoes, all you can do is get yourself a jacket, and that'll kind of finish the basics of your look, and it'll make you look amazing if you choose the right jacket. The way I choose the right jacket is by choosing a jacket that has buttons. It's not zipper, because I don't know if you've ever had a zipper jumper or jacket in school. I have one right now. I don't wear it that often, mainly because, and especially I don't zip it up, because mainly when you sit down, it like cinches and creates like this bubble in your stomach. I don't like that. It does not look flattering in my opinion at all. And it doesn't make you feel good. It does not make you feel confident. So this jacket's actually much better at doing that, and I enjoy wearing it. The last thing I'll talk about, fit-wise, before everyone leaves, is shoes. So I have, in my head, the best way to go about buying shoes is just buy 2 pairs. It doesn't have to be the start, but over a short amount of time, buy 2 pairs of shoes for different situations. I wouldn't recommend going for one shoe fits all. It doesn't work out amazing for everyone, because unless you're a sneakerhead and you only wear sneakers or something, or you're only like wearing Docs, then you're kind of just going to be missing out on finishing a look. So and that is actually an important factor as well. Finishing a look is way, way, way overlooked. Don't overlook it. And these shoes, streetwear shoes, you can wear them lots of different things. You can wear them to, the gym. If you want to do physical stuff like that, you could probably wear them playing a few other sports. Remember, not all the sports, but you have sports shoes for that. And then you can wear them to parties and all that sort of stuff, or, any social event you want to go to. That's fine. Like, those shoes are perfect for that. You don't need anything more than that. That shoe is enough. That shoe is enough, trust me. For like a work shoe or like a formal shoe, something that looks semi-clean, I've actually cleaned these. Don't judge me. These are Docs. And I prefer Docs, especially these ones, because this is a nice clean black color and it kind of goes with lots of different stuff. So the black color of these shoes goes with a lot of different colors, and it's a staple in my wardrobe. I wear it to work. I wear it to almost every social outing I go to. The way I wear it is I just wear a pair of white socks, and then I wear like those jeans over there, the 30-inch jeans. They all work together. It doesn't look bad. What I'd recommend, if you don't actually know what looks good together, especially for pants and shoes, is find some inspirational pics. Go on Reddit and see like some fit compilations, or go on Instagram and see like some, what looks good, and all like the people that compile videos of inspirational photos and like inspo photos, and that's what they're called really, is inspo photos for clothing. Go look at some of those and find out what you kind of want to try out first for your style, for your first step. That will probably come after you get all the basics done. So just focus on the basics and the fit first. Trust me, they're the foundation. You're going to feel amazing if you do it right. Number 3, clothing on sale. Just stop giving a fuck. Please listen to me. Stop giving a fuck about clothing on sale. I know it's a big thing. At least when I was in high school, I was told in year 12, before I got any better clothing in my life, which was a year or two later, like a while later, that I should get clothes that are on sale, because, I'm saving money then. And if you don't buy clothes that are on sale, you're getting gypped, or, you're being scammed because you're not buying clothes on sale, and all these clothing stores are selling stuff way overpriced, and it's like, sure, maybe you're right. But when I actually started focusing on stuff that fits well, and it was, maybe a little bit more expensive, but it was good enough quality, and looks good on me, then I leveled up myself. Like my self-esteem went through the roof. So, and I love myself, which is what everyone wants, trust me. But besides all that, just clothing on sale, stop giving a fuck. Don't put pressure on yourself to buy clothes that are just on sale. Just start off simply. If you can only afford a t-shirt and you have this crusty old pair of jeans, just buy the t-shirt first. The blank t-shirt or the t-shirt that you know is going to look good on you, buy that first. Then, once you get enough money, then buy the pair of jeans that you need, and then buy the pair of shoes that you need. You know, you don't need to overcomplicate it at all, unless you know you really need 3 new pairs of things. All of a sudden, you have to kind of just go out and whim. In that case, I'd say go out in public and try it on, unless you have your measurements taken. Which is, I'm going to go back to point or tip 2 briefly. So for fit, what I want to talk about is just, you know, briefly is how you can determine what's going to fit well on you. How you can determine this is either through the online method where you buy lots of stuff online. Usually doesn't work, takes a long time. And then you arrive and you have to refund it and do all that sort of stuff. Or you go get your measurements taken, then you go online and you shop online. So you get like a measurement tape, I guess. You can buy these measurement tapes and you can just, you know, measure your chest, measure your bicep width, measure your waist and all that sort of stuff. And that'll help you choose the right shirt for you. Although, what I think ultimately works, and you might think this is a bit annoying to do, is go out in public and go into a store. Just go into a store, find a t-shirt or some jeans that you think look cool and that could fit together, and that might look good on you. Those simple ideas, and then go into the change room and try them on. If you like how they look on you, that's all you kind of need. And unless they're like $1,000, then just, you know, like that's not going to happen, by the way. You're not going to find stuff that fits you all of a sudden, then everything's going to be bad. Like life doesn't work like that, I guess. You're going to find stuff that looks good on you, so buy that and you'll be fine. All right. Now, for the final thing that I wanted to talk about, I've talked about so far, in summary, clothing on sale, how that affects your life and how it can change and you know, fit poorly. Don't worry about if it's expensive or if it's cheap. Don't worry about clothing on sale. Number 2, how the clothes fit. So make sure that they fit form-fittingly, enough that it accentuates the good parts of your body that you're happy with. You know, you don't have to wear a jumper out every time. You don't have to. Just get a good fitting piece of clothing, and then you'll feel so much better. So stop wasting your money on stuff that's on sale. Focus on the fit of clothes, and then finally, confidence. Confidence is obviously important in your mind. At the end of the day, that's what matters the most, is how you think you look and how you feel. So those 3 things, focus on those 3 things. Don't buy stuff on sale, the fit of clothing, and confidence. Now, before I finish up, I just want to talk about websites you can actually go to for this. Probably the most important part of the video, the crux, is clothing places based on the ethics and that sort of stuff, and just listing them out so you can have a look online before you even go in person, or if you just want to look online. Some good places to look for clothes if you care about ethics. Honest Basics. Now, I haven't bought anything from here, but they're cheap. I know because I've been on the website. They're cheap, they're good quality, and they're ethical. Those are 3 massive ticks. If you have those 3 things, that's massive. What else do you need, really? You know, that's the baseline done already. Okay, if you don't mind too much about ethics, in this category, we've got Nike, we've got Adidas, and we've got Uniqlo. Another big 3. These ones are okay for the environment. I referenced the website Good On You, by the way. I think that's what it's called. And they just talk about how ethical the clothing is relative to what its impact is on the globe and global warming and all that sort of stuff in the environment, on its workers, and also on how they treat animals and, you know, the chaos that it might bring to animals' lives or whatever, you know, that sort of stuff. So they're in the midsection of that. Nike, Adidas, Uniqlo. You guys have definitely heard of Adidas and Nike before. If you haven't heard about Uniqlo, check out the online store. They've got like millions of options. It feels like their pants options are amazing, and I would recommend you going in the store and trying them out, or even just buying them and then testing them out and then selling them, because I don't think they're expensive on Uniqlo. I don't think they actually are. So give it a go. The last thing I was going to say is if you hate people and animals, so this is I'm obviously kidding about the hating animals and people part, but if you want to if you want to feel good in the clothes you wear and you want to buy a nice jacket and it doesn't feel too cheap, but it is not that expensive, look at Zara. You can find jackets under $150 to $100 and they can really look good if you choose the right ones. This is where I've got some of my favorite jackets, and unfortunately enough, they don't have a great ethical rating. So I wouldn't recommend them for buying many other things, but their jackets are dope. Check them out. And that is literally all.